Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo, and this is MeWe Fairs, your safe space for authenticity and transformation. We have events throughout the Pacific Northwest, many online, and we interview our practitioners and vendors so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm excited today to bring you Lou Lachman. Lou, it's great to be with you.
Thank you. It's really good to be here.
So tell us, what do you do? What do you share at our events, and what are all the things that you do?
Well, I've been a therapist for 30 years and I'm obsessed with energy tools and past life regression and regression in this life and creating freedom for people, really. And I've gotten to a place where there's many different tools and I use kinesiology or muscle testing to find my way in. And then I really follow where the person needs to go. And so there's a lot of different tools, but the main thing is that we find a bridge into the body to calm it down so that we can go to the place that needs healing.
Mm,
Sometimes without a bridge, we're not really in the body or we're not really able to hear. And so having some kind of holding of the body or the acupressure points or those kinds of things can really, really help to kind of soothe the system or align energetically to be able to go where
mm.
you need to go.
Okay, so there's like an entrance in the body. It's like helping people be in their body and be
Yes.
like calm enough in their body so you can go to all the places.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Like
And
one of my favorite kind of protocols is called Woman of Power Healing. It was developed by a woman in Portland a long time ago. And her name was Mary Hammond Newman. I can't find her anymore. I think she's passed on. Um, and it's about feeling that thing in the body, which a lot of people have a feeling of something in the body and they're not really sure what it is. And then when they go back in time, they'll find like a lifetime where they were killed and oh, I always had this headache because actually my head was crushed, or whatever. So it's reclaiming the gifts from that lifetime, healing the events, healing the earth, lots of different pieces. But ultimately, it's all about being with how it is, trusting it, listening, taking in the learning, that kind of process. So
mm,
it's a gentle pathway because you don't always need all the pieces, and sometimes they're really important. You don't always need the story, but you need to pay attention to that pattern in the body, that pattern in the psyche from whenever that was. But often the story is important, where was I killed and what happened and those kind of things, but not always.
yeah.
Yeah. The most important thing is that alignment and coming to center, being able to hear, listen, what's present. Yeah.
One of the words that you used as you went in and described what you do just really stuck with me is freedom. So what does freedom mean to you? What is the freedom that you're inviting
Well,
people to?
Well, for me, freedom has been being able to be present and be embodied. So that's why the practice that I talk about often is called embody freedom. And kind of like emotional freedom technique, it does what it says on the 10. Like emotional freedom technique can really release a lot of stuff for the people who use it. Not everybody likes tapping. So it's nice to have other tools that are just holding techniques where people can engage with their energy system and create that calm and connection, but not have to do this distracting thing of tapping. Although that's a good practice too for the people that it works for.
Okay, okay. So I want to just go back. I want to like so freedom is you said being in the body and
It's
what
it's
else?
it's about alignment. It's about energetic alignment, feeling at peace. So that's the beauty of the energy tools is they will clear things 100%. You can kind of go into the trauma of stuff and then be able to use an energy tool and it just calms down. You're like, oh,
Mm.
that's different. That's shifted. That's that's the gift of them, I think. So, but these are ancient tools for many different countries and cultures. It's yoga and pranayama and um, Chinese medicine, and it's all these things that are really ancient that humans have been developing for such a long time. And and it's about earth and sky. It's about all of our connections and relations.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like you've been doing this a long time. How did you get started working with people? How did you know you wanted to work with people? And then how did like all the different energy tools, like say a little of how that all got incorporated?
Well, my history was tricky, as many of our histories were. And I didn't know I had a problem or I just thought I was spacey and emotional. And it took me a long time to figure out that those are trauma responses. And I kind of, some friends were attending this psychotherapy training, and I'd always been interested in, kind of spiritual stuff and mental health. As a Buddhist psychology, psychotherapy training. So I went along to an introductory weekend, and I was kind of hooked from that point. And then over time, I learned that I needed it too, but I
Great.
was in denial to start with. I wasn't, I had my strategies, they were working for me, and they do for a long time.
Well, so what are the ways that you work with people? I know you do one-on-one and I know you do groups. Maybe say a little about what the different options are.
Um, I do one-on-one, and I don't offer that very much anymore. I'm very focused on the group stuff because I actually see there's so much magic when a group gets together. They lend and support each other in so many ways that the healing just goes, it's like explode. It just happens. And yet it's also still got that gentleness, but because of the different people present, it amplifies it. And it's just a beautiful thing. So I have a free workshop that I call Lighten, which is, beginning to use different energy tools to lighten your field and e experience that peace. And then I have a longer workshop that's about 12 hours called Ease Over Effort, where you learn even more deeply, oh, these tools can really carry me, can really make life easier for me because I have that experience of clearing, of completing, of feeling lighter. Because you just the whole field just keeps getting lighter as you use these practices and tools. So, and finally, I have a 6 month journey that ends in a retreat. So, yeah, those are the things that I offer. And I generally work with women and non-binary people. But that's kind of my beginning. I mean, I just want to say, I adore men and I adore working with men too. And I want there to be separate spaces for now, anyway. That seems appropriate to me.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Well, it's been lovely chatting with you and learning more. If people want to connect with you and sign up for some of these, where do they go? Where do they find you online?
I'm at energycounseling.co.uk, and counseling has two L's.
British spelling.
But you can also find me at lulachman@gmail.com.
Okay, great. And people can see the spelling of your name. Yeah, on the video right here. Okay, great. Great. It's exciting chatting with you and learning about this. I'm so glad to have you as
Thank
part of
you.
the MeWe Fairs community.
Thank you. I'm so grateful, Lorelai, honestly. So grateful.
You're very welcome. For all of you listening and watching, you can find out about more of our events at mewefairs.com. Thanks so much, Lou.